Hi, I'm Phil. Welcome to Fine Cooking with John. But it's not John this time, it's Phil. That's called Pretty Good Cooking. I don't know where I was going with that. I was trying to think about, this is one of those ambitious episodes. I'm going to try to exceed my standards, which are pretty low. And by proxy, I assume your standards are low. We are all low standard people here. Tonight on the show, I'm going to teach you how to make steak à poivre, which has some more letters in the name over there. There's an R and an E. They don't say those. Steak à poivre means steak with pepper. Our PGC angle, you know, the PGC difference is we bought a cheap cut. We got a chuck eye steak, which a chuck eye is like, it's that bit close to the ribeye. It kind of tastes like ribeye, but it doesn't cost like a ribeye does. And my logic is that, you know, as long as the steak's okay, I'm gonna like pepper the hell out of it. I'm gonna put, you know, other stuff on it. So like, why would you do that to a nice steak that, you know, you want to enjoy the flavor of when you could just be like, oh yeah, well this beef checks the box. I tell you what, if we were, if PGC was a legitimate business, which it is not, that would be one of our probably like our tagline. Like we would have a strategic planning meeting and it would be like, okay, we're rebranding to Pretty Good Cooking, just check the box. Alright, in case you can't tell, I may have had a cocktail or two before filming this episode, which, you know, that's a recipe for success. Not able to keep up with, you know, the speed of the show these days every time, but today I am. We're on, we got our cruise control is set to liquor. Also, somehow, liquor has become just like a general battle cry that me and the boys say now. You know, like, Kevin will come over and it'll just be like, liquor! I don't know where that came from, but it's not hard to imagine where it came from. Anyways, tonight I'm on the vodka. Got the big bottle that's almost gone. We measure shot glasses because we're not rapscallions. And we'll put some tonic water in there. It's what's called a vodka tonic. It's named for its principal ingredients. If it was named for its true ingredients, it would be called a vodka tonic lime ice. But that kind of sounds like a Bud Light derivative. Bud Ice. Bud Ice. It's a vodka tonic lime ice called Bud Ice. Ah, yes. Alright, this is, the steak à poivre doesn't take too long, according to everything that I read and watched. So I'm actually going to start with my sides. We're gonna make fancy sides, boys and girls, but 89% boys, according to our statistics. So here in this pot, got a steamer basket. Looks like that, goes in like that. And we'll put a little water in there. I don't think I told you what the sides are, so I guess I should. I'm gonna try to make a cauliflower puree. And I'm gonna try to with rapini, which I've never with the rapini before. But it has one of the least pleasant names for a vegetable. Don't know what the I'm gonna do with that. Get this steamer steaming. It's like Stanley steamer. My brother's always talking about Stanley steamer and I don't know why.
Now he's gone.
Yeah, John moved out, but it's okay. I got this discount Cauliflower Florets, which I bought on discount like over a week ago, and they're still fine, so I don't know why they discounted it. We're gonna steam those, and then we're gonna blend it up with some butter and a little cauliflower liquid. And I did this recently, and it's dank, man. It's like a low carb, low calorie, low whatever the f, but it's like a silky mashed potato-y sauce. That's what it reminds me of. I did it the other day. I was making dinner for me and Courtney. I seared some scallops. I served them on a bed of cauliflower puree with some over-steamed asparagus. And Courtney was like, it tastes like old people food. And I was like, well, yeah, but it's fancy. Alright, well that's good, and heat it up, we can prepare some of our other stuff. So I got a shallot. This will be for the steak. And this is French, so it's, you know, it's got French ingredients. Anyways, when I was looking at recipes and stuff, make sure that I could reasonably manage this recipe, I came upon Food Wishes, and I think Food Wishes may have been this recipe. You know, like steak à poivre, not this particular recipe. It may have been one of the very first episodes of Food Wishes, and that guy still had his goofy inflection, but man, it was like, that video was like 240p and was literally unwatchable. So glad that guy stepped up his game, but his video on this is useless. That guy's gotta be a really nice guy, but that doesn't really improve the quality of that particular video. That's right, YouTube spitting fire. Gonna start a war with food wishes. Watch out, bud. We got 5,000 rabid subscribers. They've been known to raid corporations like Kroger. You could be next, bitch. Sometime I think it would be funny to try to do a whole video. Well, I don't think I could manage it, but do a whole video with his goofy ass inflections on everything. And so here you have the shallot, and you mince it up, and you mince it up, and it's pretty good. And that's how you do it. No one talks like that. Come on. Actually, I think my guy does talk like that. All right, this is a 1.5 pounds of cauliflower. That's kind of a lot of cauliflower. It stinks. That's how you know it's good. I'm just kidding, it's not good at all. If you were to use a conventional, head of cauliflower, you would break it into florets. But buying a bag of discount florets was cheaper than buying a head. That's the economy we live in now. Like, the most basic of labor has been outsourced. So probably some kid in China probably tore that cauliflower right up. I'm just kidding, that's not true. It was a machine. A little Chinese boy built a machine. Oh, that poor little engineer. My general plan for the rapini, I think I'm gonna try to steam it for a bit, and then I'm gonna saute some garlic and chili shits, toss it up in there, and hopefully that becomes edible, but man, I don't know. I gotta make peppercorns. Shit. So, for the steak, you got a couple of options, and this pepper grinder has very coarse grind setting, so hopefully that's coarse enough. No, I don't know. Well, yeah, I think that's coarse enough. You're just supposed to have really coarsely ground pepper, and you could smash it. But honestly, I think this will be better in that it's still very fresh. It's freshly ground, and it's really like the prospect of eating like an entire fucking unground peppercorn. That doesn't appeal to me. Does that appeal to you? No, that's cause you're smart. The reason you're smart, you're watching this show. This show is for intellectuals. Important show update. I got a Costco membership and I bought 5 pounds of limes. I don't know why I did it. There's more up in the basket. What am I gonna do with 5 pounds of limes? I just need to get going. All right, let's go. Look at this, the cauliflower, it's relatively steamed. You can tell because if you poke it with the knife, it gives. You don't want to over steam this for the puree. So, we will take this cauliflower and we'll use a little scoop and we're gonna pop this bitch into this pitcher and we're gonna make iced tea with it. I'm just kidding. We're not gonna do that. I think this steamed very quickly, partly because I didn't put that much water in it and it's at a high temperature. There's a little bit of brown bits and that's because the cauliflower's honestly, it's a little bit old. But that's not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna hurt nobody because I'm smart. Got a good brain. I haven't mentioned it on the show before and I'm pretty sure I have. The CEO of my company told me, this is a direct quote, "The Lord blessed you with a beautiful brain, Phil." That shit's going on my resume. And there's little bits of cauliflower in there that I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get them out. I don't know if it's worth. Probably not worth. Might need to get some more water in there though. If only I had a glass. Now I'm just gonna leave that where it is. Okay, so we're gonna let the steamer come back up. Maybe we should finish, yeah, let's finish that. I need some butter. Since I got a 1.5 pounds of cauliflower, I'm gonna use probably 4 tablespoons of butter, which it would be best if this was softened, but we ain't got time for that. I think I made some jokes in a recent episode about things being room softened. Well, it probably wasn't that funny. All right, so we got that butter in there, and then if I need to get the sink, I'm gonna give it a splash of water. You can use the steaming liquid, or just a splash of water. And with our immersion blender, we're just gonna grind the out of this shit. Whoa, come on. We're getting there. We can leave it where it is for now. All right, baby. We got our steaks. Those look good. I mean, they're cheap ass steaks, but look at it. It's got like marbling. Looks like, somewhat legitimate. Looks good. Yeah! Salt in the steaks. They need that salt to taste like anything. Salt is the essence of flavor. And flavor is the essence of, the sea. You're supposed to dry these out a bit, but who gives a shit about that? So, you're really supposed to pepper it like the hell out of it. That's how it gets its name. And if you're not an idiot like me, you'll turn the pan. God damn it. Turn the pan on. Medium-high heat. Now some people say only do one side, but the traditional French method is to pepper the hell out of both sides. So you get a pepper crust. God damn, these look good. These were cheap-ass steaks, and they look good. I like steak. I like beef. Alright. So we will use a mixture of oils, probably a little bit of oil and a little bit of clarified butter. And because I'm trying to juggle things, and surely this will not lead to any problems, gonna chop these rapini stems, get them the f out of here. And I'm gonna throw this shit in the steamer, and hopefully it cooks. Who knows? I don't know. I don't even know if I can fit it in there. Look, you're cooking real good if you just shove it in the pot. Shove it in the pot. No problem. Just shove it in. That'd be a fine dish. Ah! Fine, Steven. Okay, here's our pan. Some oil. This is vegetable oil. I'm hoping it has a higher smoke point than maybe olive oil would, but olive oil will be okay. We're gonna add some clarified butter. Ghee. I might have to do something with this puree. It needs more liquid, but you know, who am I to say? Oh, I'm the host! Oh no! Who hired me? Really got a bowl for the rapini, which I'm sure will cook in no time and probably just be complete shit. Some of my long tongs. So this is way too much oil. I've already f***ed this up. But yeah, I think it'll be alright. What's going on with the rapini? Are you steaming? Are you steaming? It is steaming. So we're gonna saute the steaks, take them out, let them rest, and then we're gonna put in some other ingredients. Maybe light something on fire, be fun. And then, you know, like the food will be edible, hopefully. Man, look at what the f is going on with the rapini. That's what I want to know. Who invented rapini? It looks healthy. This looks too good for you. We shouldn't eat this. We might die. The nutrition might overwhelm our kidneys. Alright, so I steamed this broccolini. That's not broccoli, it's rapinus. I steamed it probably like 3 or 4 minutes, and it's pretty tender now. I just tried it a little bit. You see how much it reduced in size. It's very pleasant. This looks like some kind of weird broccoli spinach hybrid. I'm sure someone actually knows what this shit is, but I, you know, try not to give you too much information on this show. I'm gonna set that to the side, and I think I'm gonna saute it in some nice flavor shit closer to the end. So far we've got the halfway point for several of these things. Oh, this cauliflower puree looks like ass. I think it just needs more liquid. Let's just give it some more liquid now and see if that fixes it, because I think it will. Oh my god, just like that. Looks a hell of a lot better. Those are some of the worst sounds imaginable. We'll come back to that. No problem. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about anything. YOLO. Alright. My long tongue. Alright, let's slap our steaks on there. And the goal of the steaks is to cook them. So that doesn't sound that hot to me. But you don't want to sear it at an absolutely outrageous heat, because then you're just going to burn everything. I don't think that'll be good. I don't think that'll be good at all. Also, be careful. If the peppercorns pop in the oil, they might pop out and kill you. That's just like Vietnam all over again. I'm gonna see if adding a little cream to these cauliflowers does anything. It's looking better all the time. Yeah, it's looking good. Okay, we're coming up on flip the steak time. You can pick up your steak and see if it's seared, which it did pretty well. So other side, it's looking good, fam. Looking real good. While this is going, nope, never mind. Take it back. Not gonna do anything. Just gonna wait. Steaks are done, maybe even a little bit overdone, but hopefully they're thick enough that they'll survive. Nice sear on those. I'm going to transfer them to a plate to rest, and the juices will drip into the plate. And then we will, using a glove, dump out some of this oil because there's just way too much in here. You see how smoky that is. You just don't want all that oil in there because it's probably a little bit charred, but we'll leave a little bit. Turn the heat down a bit, and we will add our shallot that we minced. And we're just going to sweat these briefly and a bunch of thyme. Which will get crackly. Actually, I think I want to do the booze first. Here I have some Hooch. Someone made this, and I can't tell you who made it because it's Hooch. Typically, you would use a Brandy, a fine Brandy, but we're going to use this to deglaze the pan, and it may ignite, and if it doesn't ignite, I'm going to ignite it. ripperoni. Every time. And at this point, you turn your pan all the way down. Get your thyme in there. But all those steak bits came off of the whatever this is called, the pan. And over the top, we will give it some cream. And of course, it's French, so some butter. And if you don't have smell-o-vision on your YouTube account, this smells amazing. And the one last thing you might add is some stock to make the quickest of stocks. It's not even real. Beautiful. A little bit of stock. It wouldn't be our show if I didn't do this. Just FYI. Nice and gloppy. That'll all dissolve, no problem. And in an ideal world, this will cook down a bit, but I don't know if we live in that ideal world. So let that cook down. And pour in your steak juice. That's nice flavor. And while that's cooking down, we will get the other pan. Oh, I already heated it up. Duh. In this pan, we're gonna finish up that rapini. That's olive oil. Looks like this pan is overheated. There's the garlic. And some leftover pepper. Saute this up, and in order to really smoke out your friends, add some chili pepper. Need more oil. Alright, turn the heat off. Add your rapini. And toss. I don't know how it got so hot in that pan. And pull out your thyme from the sauce. Quit being a bitch. I'm just kidding, it is really bad. It's very smoky because I had the heat too high, but I ain't no bitch. The sauce is looking a little thin. I think it's from the stock. I might need more cream. Add now a little more cream. This puree is not looking the best, but I ain't that ripped up about it. Let's go ahead and finish this up, for prosperity. Sauce is looking nice. So, we got our beautiful puree. Actually, it looks alright. It could be like smoother, but it's not that bad. I believe, actually, you are supposed to chop up the steak, which I'm not really a big fan of, but we'll do it anyways. See if we overcooked it. Oh, dude, we cooked it perfectly. Holy shit, look at that. That's a beautiful rare. That's pretty rare, actually. So that steak we will transfer to the plate. As such, we'll tidy it up the best we can, like so. We will add a side of comical rapini, like so. And finally, we will add sauce, which I suggest using a spoon, perhaps? Or actually, maybe just pour it over the top. There you have it. God damn, that looks pretty good. Let's give her a taste. It's a nice piece. Damn, that's good. It just tastes like pepper, man. It's like pepper overload, real creamy. A little bit of savoriness. Cauliflower's a little runny, but it's good. Tastes like butter. It's like very similar to mashed potatoes, but I made these a little runny, I think. And I already tried the rapini. It's spicy as f***. It's really yummy. It's just really spicy. Rapini needs salt for sure. Actually, probably everything does. This tastes great. I feel like this is pretty accessible. You guys could do it. Just don't smoke up the kitchen like an idiot like I did. Great dish. My low standards have been exceeded. My lungs are full of poison. My liver is doing work. And I guess that's the show today. We did a pretty good job. God bless you and your family. I'm eating this food. It's good. All right. Can't breathe.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it. God damn it.